Hello everyone, it is good to be back, and this mic is so happy to have me back. It is smacking against my chin. Thank you very much, Goldberg Variations, played by Shillicats, except it is time for Alan Wake. That's not it though, Netone. It is, living alone, well, sure, you have to do more cleaning on your own, but no, it's just very busy day, very busy set of days at work. Thank you, Alan Wake. I did not need you to be that loud. Busy days at work, and then other projects that I'm undertaking in the meantime that are taking lots of time. It's a whole lot of work. There we go. But it is fortunately back to gaming. A favor, can I give you starting screen picture? What picture do you mean exactly, Netwin? Okay, if you recall, I just finished episode 1 last stream, so if all things are correct, we should be getting a recap of what we did back then as an episodic thing. So I'm hoping that this will get
previously on Alan Wake.
Perfect.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a jerk.
She's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Ooh. Episode 2 taken. The one I start my stream with. Okay, but 3 years ago. This is new information. Hold up. Let's watch this.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Cool. So Netron, you mean then the rotating, not the rotated one, the moving text one?
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks.
What would you need it for though?
Finish this by tomorrow.
I'm relatively hesitant to give out, you know, things I've worked on myself, since it's basically my own calligraphy that I tried to do there. Wow. It's quite a storm, but look at your balcony. You, my friend. Look at your apartment. You, my friend, are one rich author. Look at that TV. Nice, nice. Yeah, I have more books. Steal it, change it, and use to gain lots of money. Oh, okay, good. That's you know, that puts my mind at ease. You know what, honey? You do your thing. I want to look around first. Nice. Nice art, though. Oh, look at that. Manuscript. Oh.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow
That's
while the
new.
lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
I thought in episode 1 I didn't read it aloud. Secret tribute shrine to Byronic. Oh, that'd be creepy. Candles everywhere, as that early movie with oh, what's her name again? Alicia Silverstone. If you know that reference,
This was
that's
a late
classy.
goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red, a gruesome slushy, dissolved all the
gruesome
scattered
slushy?
painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby, Honey, I'm home.
This is such bad writing. Cool. Another one could do. Of course, just as an obvious disclaimer, I'd prefer you not use it in anything but, just personal use, because it's basically my own production, my own sort of work. So, please don't distribute it anywhere. But sure. I mean, I've been meaning to make a whole new set anyway. I haven't been too happy with the way it looks right now. I could have done more, but it's been time. That's basically it to improve it.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Ooh. Okay, that's kind of awesome. Cool team with the wife. Still looks like a bit of a jerk, though. Man, that house, though. God, that's a cool house. Oh, there's a closet there. Look at that. Let's see, there's... Wait, hold up. Hold up. That is not much of a closet. Look at that. The wall starts here, basically, near... a little bit farther than the desk. That wall ends there. No, okay. That's no, never mind. That is a decent walk-in closet. Jan Scotia lot. Who do you take me for? For some creepy Nigerian prince out to get my money. Oh, you wanted it now? Let's see, how could I get it to you? I'm not quite sure how I could get it. Wait. Can I put things on that Google thing that you shared, that you used to share our bot with me?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Wait, what?
Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
Oh,
I'm
Fate
fine,
of the Dark.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
That's something if you remember the last game.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Okay, go to Alice. Hi, Alice.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry.
Where were you
I
on the night
just-
of the 14th?
It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just...
Oh, cool, that's
especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you.
Oh yeah,
You are a liar.
you just keep that thing
Thanks
around.
for this.
Smooth though. Very smooth. Wait, what? Oh. That doesn't help. Whisper it to me, Nitwin.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Yes, that's good. I better
Well,
stop
then,
playing
Mr.
horror
White,
games.
We're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town
Oh,
doctor.
that
Sheriff
is
Breaker had
really
called into
cool.
the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
In case you hadn't noticed, I don't know if the little thing worked just now. Akashi is hosting us for 8 viewers. That is awesome. I thought he was still in the middle of his own stream. That is really cool. Thank you, Akashi.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is
It did
what
work?
you're after
Cool.
if you prefer
Thanks,
a
Edwin.
lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh,
no.
Doesn't really
No.
matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
So,
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. So, okay, basically, at the end of the previous episode, we encountered the sheriff. We'd seen a lot of strange things, but we assumed not to say anything because it would be, we'd probably get put in a loony bin, and we still need to find our wife. So, for the time being, we are basically trying to pretend we're not crazy, just so we can find our wife again, who disappeared on the mysterious regions.
Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent.
Oh, it's her again.
The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Now, if you remember, we encountered
Mr.
her.
Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
If you
That
remember,
was
we.
Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the
Woman.
town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of
Who
course,
are you
what small town
looking
hasn't?
at, lady? You're kind of weird. Okay, as I was saying,
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
lady, you are very rude. As I was saying, the old lady we saw her at the start of the previous episode as well. And that's where you have that interesting trope in horror movies that there's always the crazy person who says off-the-wall strange things at the start that always turn out to be true.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Oh, that,
Okay, roger that, guys.
that-
Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Oh, if you remember, we killed Stucky last episode, and we wrecked the garage. So, they were kind of talking about me.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress.
That's
She
the
lowered
creepy
camera
woman we
and
saw.
looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Oh, hey, so, Netone, if you can just, I don't know, send me a, like a Twitch whisper or a, maybe a tweet message, and I can, tweet direct. Can you do a tweet direct message? I don't know.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her
Lady,
office.
stop being so pushy. A Twitch Whisper, I think, will be best. If you send me the link, I can quickly alt up and try and send it over to you. What is... Aww. Aww. I can deal with anything, but... Missing kitty. Aw. Okay. Okay, this is where we came from. Okay, we've explored quite a bit. You did? Raj asked. Did you send a Twitch Whisper Netwin or a Twitch message? Because the messages actually are kind of hidden away. Oh, wait, I see. Problem is I use Chatty, but it doesn't send it over. Okay, give me a quick second then. I'm going to pause this for you. It's going to be a little bit boring for the rest of you. I apologize. But I am opening this thing. There we go. So I see a share here. And I'm just making sure that Netone has this graphic thing. I'm not too sure what you want to use it for. Let me check. Yeah. Wait, oh, that's not how that works. It's an empty folder, Netone. I can't seem to be adding anything to that for some reason. Let me... There we go. Sorry for that break. Missing on a camping trip. Overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen the whereabouts, please call yada yada. Odds on those guys being developers, or potentially things I'm gonna have to kill later. Sarah Baker, Sheriff. Okay, that's where we need to go. Breakers and so on. That's gonna be
Come
relevant.
in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Well, isn't that friendly of you? By the way, let's see where
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
I was just checking out your degrees, just making sure you're legit. Let me see, what else do you have here? Okay, fine.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Bets on it being the wife?
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Boom.
Alice?
Called it.
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Don't do nothing stupid. I'm
Mr. Wake,
sorry.
can I help you with anything?
Your use of a double negative
I need to get
confuses
some
me.
air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
By the way, look at how cool that is. Patches on the elbows, like a boss.
You can get to the back lot through that door and down
Okay,
the corridor, Mr. Wake.
let's make sure we deal with, what was it?
Turn the light. The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
By the way, that is a huge cell. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. Let's turn the lights on for the poor guy.
Man, thank you. Hey,
We know what it is to be in the darkness.
You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. Listen, you gotta listen carefully now.
Okay,
Here's
this
the
is what
kicker.
happened with us in Stucky as
That
well.
wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was?
Yeah?
I tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
So this is typical as well of horror and gothic writing, in that the person who at once also gives you the most information ends up having some kind of, you know, chink in their armor, some kind of problem making their believability questionable. That's what makes it interesting, because you can't ever be sure.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
There we go. This will probably describe the diner where I went to, where we met the old lady who gave us the wrong key to the cabin. The key to the mysterious cabin that, when we drove away, Stucky ran out behind us saying we didn't get the key restrictions
hurt my
to
eyes
the
and
cabin.
made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Through the fence on the left. Okay. Okay. The folder can be edited by anyone who has a link, yet it is not. Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Okay. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, look, Netron, I'm just giving it another quick try. I'm refreshing this. Still can't edit it. I'm sorry. Okay.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station.
Yeah.
There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Okay, here's another interesting thing that we get with Silent Hill as well. Static on radios.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go.
I want to hear this, though.
It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Really, Deerfest is so popular for you? I know, that's the car I need to find. I just want to look around a little bit more. Okay, so I'm assuming I have to go through this little area here. Damn, boy! Okay, that was pretty tough.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice and